separate parts. It's kind of like more classic in the gym style that you're used to seeing, a little less conditioning, a little more strength. So we've got our strength set to start. Whenever you see something by something, so like 7 by 5, 90% of the time it's sets then reps. If you ever see something like this and you're doing it on your own, just so you're aware. So we're gonna do 7 sets of 5 reps the entire time. We're gonna take 2 minutes a set. Depending on what you have and what the weight looks like of that implement, this is gonna look a little bit different for everyone. So if you have 2 dumbbells, you're gonna be doing an overhead strict press, depending on how heavy they are. So if they're super heavy for you, you can add in that push press. So that's where we dip and drive with the leg. If they're on the lighter side, kind of medium, then I want you to stick with the strict press. If you want to get a little more core activation and push it to a different level, then you can do what's called the Z press that you'll see written there. And a Z press is honestly just a strict press, but from a seated position with the legs out in front, it requires a lot more coordination with the core because the legs aren't turned on. So you still like squeeze your quads, squeeze your butt, but you can't activate the same amount as if you were standing. So it's a little bit harder if you want to switch it up from a regular strict press. If you're totally over the weights or you don't want to use dumbbells, the other option is to do a pipe push-up or a regular push-up, in which case if you do the push-up option, they want you to go max reps every set instead of stopping at 5. All right? If you're doing the strict press and they are a little bit too light for 5 reps, you're like not feeling anything, then what I'm gonna say is stick with the 5, but add in a descent tempo. So what that means is you're gonna drive up as fast as possible, and then you're gonna take like 3 to 5 seconds to come back down to the shoulder and then pop back up to the top again. By adding a tempo in, we don't have to go heavier with the weights to make it more challenging. So that's if your dumbbells are like on the lighter side and you're like 5 steps. Any questions about that? It's kind of a lot of information.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So from there, we have a 12-minute AMRAP. This will be like your conditioning. You have 16 alternating pistol squats. So a pistol is that single leg squat. Or it says 25 air squats. So that's just your basic squat. To put a middle ground in there, there's a big difference between a pistol and an air squat. You can also do, I'm happy with like a pistol to a chair. Or you can also do a split squat. So that's where we hit that split stance. We drop the back knee down and drive back up to the top again. If you're doing the split squat, do 8 on one side, 8 on the other side. Don't alternate. That's just lunges. That way it's like a bigger scale on possibilities. So like we'll say the top end hardest thing to do would be pistols. Medium would be that pistol to a chair. Then it would go to the split squat. Then it would go to the air squat. All right, so anywhere along that line is totally fine. Then you have 16 alternating dumbbell or kettlebell snatches. That's from the ground all the way overhead in one motion. Bring it back down to a hinge, switch to the other side, and then you'll have 8 dumbbell push presses, and you just repeat that for the 12 minutes. Depending on what your squat modification is, the average for this workout is like 5 rounds. If you go a little bit like to the pistol side, it's closer to 4. Questions, comments, concerns? Anyone need any modifications on that AMRAP? All good in the hood. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm going to spotlight my screen and let's warm up, guys. My assistant coach, very much asleep now. Pause. Super lazy. All right.
I want to be in his spot.
I know, right? Every class he just lays there. I had to bring his bed because he kept stealing my yoga mat. All right. We're going to start standing, guys. Lock those shoulder blades down. Pull the chest nice and tall. Palms facing up to the sky. You're just going to go backwards circles. Gym class style warm up. Try to move through that shoulder. Make them a little bit bigger. Squeezing the shoulder blades together the entire time. Then go as big as you can go. Good, all right. From there, we're gonna go palms facing down, forward shoulder circles. Small to start, we'll get progressively bigger. Make it a little bit bigger. As big as you can go. Yeah, should be burning. All right. From there, we're gonna go into your classic Physio Ytws. What this looks like is we're gonna go feet underneath the hips, bend the knees, send the hips back so we're in a tipped over position. Pull the shoulder blades down so the chest is nice and tall. We're gonna start with our Y, thumbs facing forward so they go up to the ceiling. You're gonna go Y overhead, pulling down into those shoulder blades, coming back down to a neutral position. Then your T, palms facing down, straight out to the sides, back down, and then your W, you're just going to tuck the elbows as you go down and come back up. So from this position, elbows tucked, squeezing together, back down to neutral. That's 1 rep, you have 5. So Y, squeeze, T, squeeze, W. I'm gonna do it standing so you guys can see it better too. Y, T, W. Always think about squeezing down into the middle of your back. Yeah, keep those shoulders away from the ears. Nice, ladies. Perfect. Awesome. All right, once we're done 5 times through, you're just gonna drop down onto one knee in a kneeling position. One knee down, one leg straight out in front. No rush. All right, chest nice and tall, spine straight. We're gonna sink forward into our front ankle as much as possible, and then just drive back up to neutral again. Do that 5 times. Sink forward, pull back up. Keep that knee out over the middle toe. Okay, all good. From your 5 reps, same leg, take it out to a 45-degree angle. Make sure the knee's tracking out, chest stays forward, sink into it, drive back up to the top. Try to really push those hips towards that ankle. From those 5 reps, we're gonna take it out on that 90-degree angle, still making sure our hips are facing forward. Same thing, sink into it, drive back up. Good. Once we're done there, we're just gonna switch legs out, whole sequence on the other side. 5 forward. Take it up to that 45. I did the workout with the 9 a.m. class, and my legs did not love the pistols, and this feels really good right now. My hip flexors were not happy to be doing pistols. Once you're done that 45, take it out to the 90, keep the hips forward, sink in, drive up. Nice, team. All right. We're going to take it to what's known as the world's greatest stretch, but you guys also know it as a lizard stretch, to a thoracic spine opener. What it's gonna look like, one leg goes back behind you, one foot comes up to the outside of those hands. You can drop that back knee down to the ground, push the front knee out. We're gonna take the inside elbow as low as we can to the floor, and then reach it up, squeezing the shoulder blades together, trying to open that chest as much as possible. Drop the elbow, reach up, opening the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades. You've got 10 reps, and then we'll switch sides. Slow and controlled, don't rush through it. The more you can open that chest, the better for your spine. Once you're done 10 reps, we'll just switch legs. And then switch arms. Nice, guys, good. All right, we're gonna go on both hands and knees into your classic cat-cow stretch. Hold the chest through, pulling those shoulder blades down, and then tucking the chin, punching the back up to the ceiling, spreading the shoulder blades apart. Really try to push the limits on your range of motion of this. Squeeze, and then press into the floor. All right, from there, guys, we're just gonna stand up. We're gonna warm up those quads a little bit more. We're gonna go 8 per side split squats. So what you're gonna do is 1 foot out in front, 1 foot back behind, heel off the ground. Make sure you're not walking a tightrope. Feet should be about hip width apart. From here, gripping the floor with that front foot, making sure the knee tracks out over the middle toe. Drop the back knee straight down, drive up to the top again. We're gonna go 8 reps and then switch sides. Slow and controlled, make sure that full front foot is pushing into the ground, not just your heel. Squeeze your butt as you drive up. Yeah, good, guys. 8, and then switch sides. Good team. Awesome. All right, going over the different options for your strength today, your overhead press. If you're doing any type of overhead press, making sure we don't flare the rib cage, we keep it tucked and down the entire time. We keep the shoulders back, chest nice and tall, elbows out in front, head out of the way. Even when you're using dumbbells, we want to keep that chin tucked the entire time. We drive overhead without losing the shoulder. So sometimes you'll see this happen where the shoulder comes up to the ear. Make sure you're keeping it locked down and we lift the arm without the shoulder, and then bring the elbow back to front, making contact with that shoulder again. So 5 reps, no matter what. If it's a little bit of a lighter weight, add in that 3 to 5 second descent, and then pop back to the top again. If you're doing the Z press version, so that seated version, just making sure legs are out in front, in a wide stance, chest is tall, spine is straight. Sometimes we'll see people sink into it. You want to keep the spine as straight as possible. Keep that core braced. I am going to put on a timer so that you guys have something to go off of. Whatever time's left, you guys just hang out, chill, and recover. If you have multiple dumbbells, you can increase the weight, but totally up to you. All right, we are going to start. All right, 7 sets, guys, 2 minutes a set. Starting in 10 seconds.
Starting session. Work.
Good. Nice, Emma, good presses. Good, guys, you'll have a lot of chill time in between. Lots of recovery time today. Nice. All right, 30 seconds till we start again. If you feel like the rest is a little too long for your patience, because I know sometimes people get a little antsy, let me know any weaknesses that you're working on, and as long as it's not shoulder base, I am happy to give you something to do while you're resting. 10 seconds, guys.
Work.
Good job. Nice work.
Shelby, I might have been missing a step. So we do the arm press,
Yeah.
followed by the push-ups, all in 2 minutes?
No, one or the other.
Okay, got it.
The push-ups are the option if you don't have dumbbells.
Oh, right, okay, I see it now. I was reading it wrong. Okay.
If you want to do both, I mean, you go. You might be a little tired when we get to the AMRAP, but that's okay. It's Wednesday.
I just thought maybe I was cheating, and maybe that's why there was so much time between sets.
No, it's a little more like strength set based, so
Yeah.
lots of rest. I know we're not used to this style anymore, especially on Zoom.
Yeah.
Strength set.
Work.
Good, guys. if you're looking for something to focus on today, a good thing to work on when we're doing strength, especially, is your breathing, because it's a little bit easier to control when you're not out of breath. But whenever you're doing any type of strength, try to think of that powerful push moment being the part where you breathe out. So if we're doing our strict press, you would breathe out as you drive up, and then breathe in on the way down, reset, breathe out. It'll help you generate more power. So like if you think of like your squat, you would breathe out as you drive back to standing, because that's the harder part. You need to exhale to deliver more power. So just if you're looking for something to think about, a little more focus. Got 4 more sets.
Work.
All right.
Work.
Good job, guys. 2 more sets left. Is anyone doing the Thrive 45 challenge?
I made up my mind.
Haven't made it. Who is that? Wendy?
Yeah.
I think there's like, from what I know, there's 2 spots left.
Was that all?
That's what Ryan's saying.
Yeah. I spent so much money on doing the plan with Yaja and nothing with it that I don't trust myself spending any more money. I don't have any more. So Gracie and I had talked about doing it during the 75 part. We'll see.
very habit-based, which I think is the most important part for people, especially with New Year's resolutions. It's like trying to get a habit. Once you build a habit, everything else is easy.
Well, and I just started doing the Noom. So I don't know if I want to have too much on the go.
Oh, with the Zoom classes end?
No, sorry, Noom. Noom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, do you like it?
Yeah, I had done it once before, but kind of fell off the wagon. So I'm picking it up again. And it's kind of habit based as well, and recognizing what your triggers are. And yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it before, but I've never like in depth looked into it, but it looks like it catches on pretty well.
Yeah, I know. I keep seeing advertisements for it. So I don't want to have too many things on the go.
Yeah, that's fair. Jumping too far in is a little aggressive, so I totally agree with that. Good job, guys. You got one more left. Pause, do the strict press. All right, team. Last set.
Work.
Nice. Okay, good. All right, guys. Let me just exit this. So what we're gonna do now is I'll give you 4 minutes till we start. This is gonna be your 12-minute AMRAP. You've got 16 total, 8 per side pistol squats, or the split squats that we did in the warm-up, or 25 air squats, whichever you prefer. Some people did those air squats with like a light dumbbell to the chest. If you want to do that, totally fine. It's just a little added resistance. It's up to you. From there, you've got 16 alternating snatches. I don't think anyone's using a kettlebell, so we'll just go over the dumbbell snatch. Dumbbell starts on the floor. I do not want to demo that heavy. Here we go. Dumbbell starts on the floor, hinge back, chest up nice and tall, making sure when we pick it up, especially as we get speed going, we keep the chest up and we don't round through the back to pick it up. So think tall the entire time, drive through the hips, elbow up, go up to the ceiling, and then you just come down to the bottom, switch, other side. So you've got 16 total, 8 per side. Then you go dumbbell push press. If you have 2 dumbbells, do them at the same time. If you only have 1, you can do 8 on one side and then 8 on other. Totally fine. Rib cage tuck, exact same as our strict press, except now we dip, drive. So you get a little bit of leg power added into it. Only 8 reps there. Any questions on any of those?
Question. Sorry. So we're doing 16 pistol squats. 8 on each leg. Correct?
8 per side pistol squats, yeah.
And
8
then we're doing
8 per side
doing-
snatches, and then 8 push presses.
8 push press.
Yeah. So if you have 2 dumbbells, the push press is with double dumbbell.
Yeah.
If
And then, yeah,
you have
just
1,
do dumbbell snatch. 8 on each.
cool. So we'll start in another 2 minutes.
Shelby, if I'm doing the split squats, is it better to like have my leg on something? Like, do I get more out of that, or is it the same?
It's harder.
It's harder to have something?
Yeah, to be at an elevation
Okay,
is harder.
I'm gonna do that.
That'd be considered a Bulgarian split squat. There's just less balance and more pressure on the front leg.
Okay, is it cool if I do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's closer to a pistol, so sure.
Yeah, I'm not quite at a pistol, but
It's okay.
I can, Bulgarians I'm okay with.
Yeah, perfect.
The question is like how long, like how many reps?
How many rounds?
Yeah, sorry, rounds, sorry.
Average is like 5.
5. So we just do it till time
Yep.
ends.
And reps through for 12 minutes. All right, guys, you got 15 seconds. Ten seconds. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Starting with 16 pistol squats or variation or 25 air squats. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, from that squat variation into the snatches, straight up overhead. Good, the more you pop your hips open, drive through your heels, squeeze your butt, the less work for your arms. Good work, guys. Nice. Halfway, team, keep it up. You got it, guys. Keep moving. Good job, team. You got 2 minutes left. Home stretch. One more minute. Keep moving. Try and pick that pace up a little bit for the finish. Fifteen seconds. Two, one, time. Nice, team. All right, hold on. How was that?
Oh,
Sweaty.
it's harder than I thought.
Yeah, I think that's a theme
Way
lately.
harder than I thought. I
Definitely.
think it's horrible.
All right, let's do some stretches before I send you out into the world. Hello. On the ground, guys, we're gonna start laying down. Bosley, come here. Let me just spotlight myself so you can see it better. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Hold on. Not working. Oh, there we go. All right, we're gonna go on the ground, forearms down. Probably done this one with me before. Palms flat, push it to the floor, pull the chest nice and tall, and then just take the opposite foot up and over as far as you can, keeping the chest forward. So I don't want you to lean into it. I want you to keep the chest neutral forward. And just hold it here. Should feel a little bit of an opening through that middle back. Keep actively reaching. Try to stack your hips one on top of the other while keeping the shoulders forward. Just breathe and hold. And guys, bring it down. Other side, up and over. Good. All right. From there, we're gonna go back to that single or that kneeling position. So one knee down, one leg in front. If your mobility is not quite there, strap, a dish towel, something might help. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna go one leg out in front. Whatever leg is down, that arm is gonna reach back behind you and try to grab your back foot. Then you're gonna squeeze your butt and tuck your hips under, and then try and pull your foot close to the leg. You can also use a chair for balance. Jocelyn, don't fall over.
No, it's cramp. I got a cramp in my quad.
Oh, you gotta do this a little more.
My hand in the back here. What is it, hammy quad?
Your leg just went into shock.
Yeah, because I haven't been training.
Oh yeah, this one hits a little hard. Make sure you're squeezing that butt cheek. You'll feel it even more. Except for you, Jocelyn, you hang out.
Oh, I'm cramping all through my side of my.
Take a shake it out, take a break. Sides, guys. Other leg, whatever leg's back, that hand reaches back behind you. Grab the foot, pull it close to the butt cheek. Tuck the hips, squeeze. All right, drop that leg down. We're gonna go onto our hands and knees. This one's a little bit harder to see on the camera, so let me try and angle the best. One arm's gonna be planted, other arm's gonna weave underneath, palm facing up to the ceiling. You're gonna drop that shoulder down to the ground, and then you're gonna take your planted arm and reach it up to the ceiling. And you're just gonna hold here. So all together, one hand's planted, palm facing up on your other hand, weave it underneath, drop that shoulder down, and then pull that planted hand up to the sky. Good, really try to open the chest and just hold it here. Every time I do this one, I'm waiting for like the good chiropractic crunch sound. I'm like waiting for it to happen. Drop that planted hand back down, guys. Unweave the hand. Go to the other side. Palm facing up. Drop the shoulder. Reach up to the sky. Good. Drop that hand back down. Unweave it. You're just going to go both hands out in front. We're going to grip into the floor. Get a little tension by pulling. You're going to drop your head. Send your butt back to your ankles and think about pushing your armpits down to the floor. So it shouldn't be super relaxed. You should be dropping those hips back the entire time, getting tension through gripping the floor, and pulling your armpits down to the floor. Just hold. Good, come back up to that neutral position. Hands on the ground. Let's go 5 big shoulder rolls backwards. Super dramatic. And then done and done, team. Nice work. Happy hump day.
First day back in 3-4 weeks.
Damn, Jocelyn, good job.
It makes a difference. Like it's the first time I've used 25-pound weights. Doesn't makes a difference. Like, oh my God, like my breathing was like, ah.
I know. The 9 a.m. class was saying, like, are we usually this sweaty in the gym, or am I way sweatier at home? And I'm like, I feel that too lately. The workouts are super sweaty.
Yeah, like, cause I had finished 4 rounds. I was in my 5th round, but like, yeah, it definitely slows you down when you got more weight, for sure. For me, anyways.
Oh yeah.
Are all the classes the same? Like each day, like as in like
Across the day.
like yeah, like are they? There's no specific cardio class. There's no specific weight training class. It's just the same.
I think we're talking about making the 5:30 a specialty class. If they are, they'll release information about it this week, like abs or like stretching, or like it'll change all the time. But
Okay.
don't quote me on it.
Yeah, 5:30. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, 5:30 p.m. Not a.m.
Oh, okay. That's like 5 a.m. Yeah, okay.
No, you can't mess with that 5:30 a.m. People will lose their minds.
I know, right? But Saturday is still a partner workout, correct?
Yes.
I need a partner for this Saturday.
If you just log on, usually like they'll either partner you up with someone else who just logged on, or
Okay.
make you like a trio.
Yeah, they're not doing any ollie lifting, are they?
No, not right now.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much.
No
Thank you,
problem.
Shelby.
Yes.
Gotta fly. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thanks, Shelby.
No problem. See you later, Emma. Bye, Shirley.
Bye.
Go for a walk. Let's go.
It didn't go.